Here are the people who spent the most on cosmetic surgery. Mary Magdalene, $500,000. That's how much Mary Magdalene claims to have spent on transforming her body, with no intention of stopping. Mary is an American influencer who went viral in the late 2010s and has built a radical image for herself. Oversized breasts, extreme lips, a face frozen by injections. Where some seek harmony, she embraces excess. Early, she did speak about her addiction. She had multiple operations, even some rejected in the US for being too risky. She then looked to foreign countries, especially Mexico, where she had several major surgeries. On social media, she mentions complications, intense pain, and hospitalizations without ever going into detail. According to her own statements, nearly $500,000 has been spent on this quest for transformation. It was a journey she embraced, documented, sometimes criticized, and often deemed disturbing. Sadly, the 34-year-old died on December 12, 2025. She was found dead after falling from her hotel in Phuket. The Human Ken doll. $1 million. That's how much Justin Jedlicka spent to transform his body into a human Ken doll. Born in 1980 in the United States, Justin felt different early on. He was fascinated by beauty and developed a real obsession with physical appearance. For him, following standards was out of the question. He wanted to completely reinvent himself. At 17, he had his first cosmetic surgery, marking the start of an endless transformation. Chest, arms, abs, calves, nose, forehead, lips, nothing was off limits. Justin hoped to enhance his physique and truly become a living masterpiece. He even created custom implants and describes himself as an aesthetic architect. He has had nearly 1,000 procedures costing about $1 million, a quest for radical perfection that fascinates as much as it divides. Rodrigo Jessica Alves. It all began in the early 2010s. Rodrigo Alves was still a discreet man from a wealthy family, but he already had an obsession to become perfect, and his role model was none other than Bobby's Ken. His body quickly became a permanent work in progress. Nose, jaw, chin, chest, abs, the cycle would never end. A dozen surgeries at first, then more than 100 in total. Some went terribly wrong. His nose collapsed, doctors had to rebuild it, and Rodrigo came close to amputation several times. The media seized on the phenomenon, and he became the Human Ken doll #2, one of the most surgically treated men globally. Then, in 2020, his life took another turn. Rodrigo announced his transition. He became Jessica Alves, a true rebirth for her. But despite this essential decision, the transformations did not stop, and her body continued to be reshaped again and again. In pursuit of an impossible image, she has, according to her own statements, spent nearly $500,000 on cosmetic surgery. The Catwoman. Her face has been seen around the world. Elongated eyes, oversized cheekbones, feline features. Jocelyn Wildenstein has become a controversial icon of extreme surgery. Nicknamed the Catwoman by the tabloids, this wealthy Swiss-American socialite is said to have spent more than $2 million to alter her appearance over the decades. Her goal is to look like a feline, the favorite animal of her ex-husband, a billionaire with a passion for big cats. Their highly publicized divorce in 1999 earned her a colossal alimony payment, $2.5 million per year for life, which she spent in part to continue her transformations. Cat eyes, extremely tight skin, plumped lips. She is widely criticized, mocked, and sometimes even seen as frightening by the public. Nevertheless, Jocelyn embraces her image and completely denies having undergone excessive plastic surgery.